You're right guys, it's Capcom Tom here and welcome to episode number 43 of The Path to Paris. Now we've got a nice long episode for you today. I know how you guys enjoy the long Sunday episodes, so I will try my very best to keep them coming. And we're going to start this episode off by looking in our trade pile, and we've managed to sell all three of our cards, which means we're now on 107,000 coins, which means we just about have enough to buy an informed Matuidi. Is that going to be the signing for today? You're going to have to wait and see for that. But if you're looking to buy some Ultimate Team coins, go check out battle8.com. Their link will be down in the description. One of the web's most trusted coin merchants, and if you use the discount code TCAPGUN, you'll get 5% off all your purchases, so go and buy your coins from them. Now here we go, we're going into divisions. We started off divisions fantastically. We've won our first game, hooray! And today we're going to try and build on that, see if we can put some points on the board so that we can get promoted into that horrible Division 3. You know, it's been a while since we've been there, so that's what we're going to aim to do today. Now, we're coming up against a 4-3-3 Bundesliga team. It's a very, very strong one, and it's got Neuer in net, which always fills my heart with dread because it makes it so difficult to score when he's in net because he's a very good goalkeeper. But thanks to Menez's absolutely fantastic scoop turn, we did take the lead. Really nice finish as well, so good way to start. And then we managed to make it 2-0 when Menez went through on goal over the top ball, and he simply sidesfoot that one into the back of the net. However, he came back into the game. As you can see, corner comes in, climbs well, and manages to put it into the back of the net. And I just don't think my team's good at heading. We score barely any corners from, we barely score any corners, and we seem to concede loads. So we sort of go hand in hand that we don't have a very good heading team. Now, what you can see here is something kind of crazy. I was talking to Atani in a Skype call, and we were talking about over-the-top balls from the defence. So I was like, I'm going to try it. Did it with, I think it was Digne at the back, and yeah, over the top balled the entire pitch straight into Lucas, and he scored from it. That goes to show how broken this game is. Front to back or back to front balls should not work like that. They should not work with the consistency that they do, and I think it's just something that really needs to be sorted out. It happens as well when you have the the kickoff. You sort of like pass it between your two players, you trigger the run, and then you simply over the top the entire pitch, and you can sometimes score off the kickoff, which is absolutely ridiculous. You know, these things sort of need to be fixed and addressed by EA as soon as possible. Needless to say, we did actually manage to win one with all of my complaints on board. You know, we did actually manage to win it, which is fantastic. And we have gone away and bought a David Silva in a centre mid for 100,000 coins. And as you can see, the cheapest David Silva in a centre attacking mid is 102,000 coins on the market. So I'm hoping that because my David Silva's in a centre mid, I'm going to be able to sell him on for like 110k. But what I was going to do is, because Team of the Week had just come out when I recorded this, I left it and was like, okay, I'm going to actually, I'm going to leave it, see if the prices go back up overnight, because loads of packs are open, the prices dropped, and they should go back up once everyone goes off and stops listing all their cards over and over again. So held it back and waited until the night to list it. But in the meantime, we're going to get into some more division games. Coming up against a 4-1-2-1-2 BPL squad with Sturridge and Suarez up front. Very dangerous combination. I hate the pair of them, and I hate them even more after this game, because as you can see, over the top ball to Suarez. Thought that I'd done enough with Matuidi to run him off. Marquinhos offered me no help whatsoever there in defending that, and we end up going behind in the 20th minute. Then on half-time, here's the corner, there's the header, there's the goal, yep, and we're 2-0 down. That's brilliant, isn't it? Just what you want to see. That's pretty much us out of the game, and then the game finished completely when he headed one of the balls back in, straight to a player. There was no centre-backs in sight, and we end up losing 3-0. Very frustrating, especially after our good start. Hopefully it's not going to become a problem in the next couple of games. Once I sort of lose one, I tend to lose maybe like 2-3 games straight after it. Really strange, but I guess that's just some sort of mentality thing I've got going on that I need to sort of talk to myself about and sort out. Now anyway, we're going into our next game. We come up against a 4-3-3 Serie A team, except he's got Crescito playing left back. I don't blame him. There's not really all that many good left backs in Serie A. I would definitely recommend Balzaretti, the silver left back, if you're going to use a left back from Serie A, because I think that he's the best. Now we managed to take the lead in this game. Really nice bit of work from Lucas there in the 9th minute. Good work, nice interlinking play, and then what happens? The pace happens, and he just ends up going through on goal once, and then he goes through on goal twice. As you can see, nice little bit of run down the wing, goes past my man, and who's there to put it into the back of that? Biabiani. And he had done that all game, literally run down the wings and cross. I was lucky not to have conceded like 6 or 7 goals from headers in that game, but there you go. End up losing 2-1, bit of a shame after we took the lead so early on. And yeah, we're gonna try and strive to do a little bit better. Anyway, you can see we've managed to sell our David Silva, as I hoped, for 111,000 coins. Was actually hoping to get more around the 115k mark, but his price never rose, which was kind of frustrating, and I just couldn't hold on to him any longer. I was kind of worried that he wouldn't sell at all if I held on to him any longer. Anyway, got a silver gift pack here from our daily gifts, and we got absolutely nothing, so I quick sold it. Kept the contract, you know, obviously we can use that. We've got 113,000 coins at the moment, and we're going to go make a signing. Yes, it's not going to matter, Edie, I'm sorry guys. It's going to be the newly released Digne. You're probably thinking, why on earth did you buy Digne so early on the week? You know, he's going to be discard by the end. But I was like, I really want to make a signing today. It's Sunday. We should have a little bit of fun. We should improve our team somewhat since it's been so long since we last made a signing. And, you know, Digne is not all that expensive. Like, I got mine for 13k here. You can see that I've got a bid on him. Actually, there's one cheaper that's expiring sooner. Now, I wanted that one to sort of like expire because I'd seen them going for like 14.5k on bids. The lowest bite now was 15k. So it's sort of like a little technique I had. Leave this one that was like a lower price to sort of like have a bidding war on it, while mine sits behind it and sort of like, you know, sneakily goes through for 13k, because I knew that 13k was a good price for it. I kept the bidding war going on the first one, and to be honest, I should have picked up that 13,500 one, but I was like, I know what, I'm going to try and pick up the other Digne as well, because if his lowest buy now is 15.5k, I'm going to make a good profit on him if I manage to get him anyway. Someone outbidded me, and I was just like, whatever, I'm just going to leave it. I've got what I wanted, got my Digne, he's going to go into the squad, and yes, I have finally changed the kit numbers and all the players. I don't know why sometimes they just default to random ones, but I've put them all back to what they should be now, and as you can see, Digne is in the team. We are going to give him his correct kit number. Our old Digne has gone to the trade pile to be sold, and there you go, 21 on Digne, so he gets the check mark on the checklist. We've now got 3 informs and 1 normal player. Obviously, the player that we really need is Ibrahimovic, because he will be so useful to the team. It will make it so much stronger. It'll probably increase our, you know, danger potential by like 2-3 times over, because he's just so good. So the sooner we can get him, the better. But we're still a good like 900,000 coins away. So yeah, we might take a little while to get there. Anyway, we're going to jump back into the games, try out this informed Digne. We come up against a team with, lo and behold, Ibrahimovic. He's also got Bale, but he's on 0 chemistry, and I was absolutely fuming when that goal went in. It was so annoying, because I had played probably the best FIFA I've played in a long time up until that point. Been absolutely all over him, and bearing in mind this is only 35 minutes in, I'd already had 5 chances. I'd had like 60% of the possession, and that was his first chance, and his only chance of the entire game. Oh, I was just so annoyed that I ended up losing 1-0 to him. It was, I think I smashed one of my controllers. Maybe not quite that far, but I definitely had to move away from the console for a bit. I was like, okay, I'm going to take a break, because this game sometimes it really knows how to push my buttons. And after a really good start in the division, we're now actually 2-3, which is kind of awful, to be honest. You know, we should be looking to at least win 1 in every 2 games, and with that good start, you know, we should have tried to push on. But we can still make up for it. Now, I've gone away and done some trading, and you saw me doing this with Pedro's the other day, moving them from right wing to right mid. Now I'm doing it with Sturridge, and you can see that I'm moving in from striker to centre attacking mid. It only costs about 800 coins for the 2 cards. I bought the Sturridge for 8,300 coins. Going to be trying to list him up for 8,000 or 11,750. And after an outlay of about 9k, and after tax, we'll probably be making about almost 2k on every card, which would be fantastic. I mean, I've got 11 of them there, and that's a full trade pile full of Daniel Sturridge in centre attacking mid, if you wanted to see what that looked like. I'm hoping he'll sell. He is the cheapest one on the market at 11,750, but they tend not to move very quickly. I have been checking their prices a lot. They just don't tend to sell very fast, if you know what I mean. They just sort of like sit there and like expire, even with the lowest buy now. So that's kind of frustrating. I guess not many people play Daniel Sturridge as a cam, but I think there's some sweaty bastards out there that will quite happily pick up a Daniel Sturridge in a centre attacking mid so that they can play him, because, you know, he's a sweaty player and everyone loves a good old sweaty player. Now we're going into our next game. We need to start picking up the pace a little bit in this division because we are getting absolutely thrashed. We're coming up against a 4-1-2-1-2 Bundesliga team, and we managed to score the most ridiculous header in the world with Lavezzi. How he manages to out-jump Dante is a joke, but thank God he did. Then we managed to score another lovely goal with him. As you can see, a nice little roulette, and then he does the fake shot to go back inside and finesses into the top right. Then we concede. And guess what? It was a header. Woohoo! A header. Yay. I know it's horrible to be so hypocritical after I've just managed to score a header myself, but it is really frustrating. Now, a really nice goal from Menez there, doing the roulette to go past his man, and we make it 3-1 just after half time. So we're looking good for our win, but this guy just kept on pressuring me. He wouldn't leave me alone. Just would not stop battering on the door. He managed to score with Elia there, but then in the final minutes of the game, I managed to get through. Lavezzi should have had his hat-trick, the idiot, but Menez was there, fortunately, to finish off his missed chance. So there you go, 4-2, and we finally get a win on the board. Fantastic work from the team, really happy to see that. And yeah, we now have 9 points. One more point will ensure that we stay in this division for another season. 7 will see us promoted, and an unrealistic, I think, 10 points will, you know, get us the title, but I don't think that's going to happen. Anyway, we're going into our next game. We come up against a guy called Coley United, and he is using a well, he hasn't got full chemistry on this team. In fact, it's a pretty poor looking team, to be honest. It's got very strong players in there, but just the hybrid hasn't worked in the slightest. So I was optimistic that I'd be able to win this one, and after a little bit of luck, we managed to get through with Lavezzi, who's on, you know, after the last 2 games, he's been on pretty good form, managing to score 3 in the 2 games. Then Lucas gets through in the 45th minute, absolutely batters that one into the back of the net to make it 2-0. Fortunately, he did make it 2-0 because we did end up conceding in the 72nd minute, but it was too little and too late for this guy, and we do take down another win, another 3 points on the board. Everything is good, and guys, that is the end of the episode. I can finally stop talking. My voice is about to go. I hope you have enjoyed it anyway. Please drop the like if you have, subscribe if you're new to my channel, and I will be back, well, I don't know, in the next couple of days with another episode of Path to Paris, and I will see you all later.